This station is called What Does Snot Do? In your kit you will have a gar gum solution, and you're going to mix 2 teaspoons of that powder with 1 liter of water and a couple drops of the green and yellow food coloring. To that you're going to add 1 tablespoon of borax in 1 cup of water, and mix that up in a separate container. And you're going to add 1 teaspoon of that to your gar gum solution. So you're going to put your half cup of gar gum into a Ziploc bag for Scout. So each one of them is going to get a quart-size Ziploc bag, and I would have them put their name on it right away so they, you know, whose snot is whose. And so you have a half a cup of the gar gum solution, and you'll have measuring cups in your kit. Now the stuff that I'm using today in the demonstration is a pre-mix. Yours will be in a liter container. So you're going to use the half a cup of that. And then your borax solution is 1 tablespoon of borax. Mixed into a cup of water. You're going to go ahead and stir that and let that dissolve for a little bit. And then when you get ready to pour that into your solution, you need 1 teaspoon of borax in each of the Ziploc bags. So you're going to have a couple of spoonfuls within each cup. Again, today I'm using a pre-mix. So I've got my water in my bag. And in this one I need a teaspoon of it. And again, you want it to be snot colored, so it's 1 drop of green to 2 drops of yellow. So it makes a nice ooey green color. I'm going to mix that in. Make sure it's nice and sealed up. Then go ahead and have the Scouts mix it together. And it takes a few minutes to mix it up and get it nice and slimy. It'll start to clump together a little bit, and it makes a nice slime. You might get some clumps in there. That's the big goobers. And it doesn't take very long, and you have a nice looking green slime. Now I have them save their bag because they'll be able to take their snot home in that, but for our demo purposes, to see what snot actually does, we're going to go ahead and have them dump it out into one of the paper bowls so that they can test it. It'll dump right out. A nice goobery feel to it. And again, they can feel it. And talk to them a little bit about what is the purpose of snot. Every person produces it. It's in order to collect all of the pollens and dirts that are in the air, all the contaminants that are in the air. It's a vital part of our human system. Without it, we would get many more infections than we do. But that snot has to go somewhere. So one of the ways to demonstrate it, and you'll see it kind of sticks to your hands just like regular snot does. It will wipe right off with a paper towel and stuff at the end of our lesson time. And a lot of times it'll continue to stiffen up a little bit as it sits out in the air as well. But we want to see how that actually works with making their snot, with how snot works. So you have a little container of baby powder, and you can go ahead and give it a little puff. And have them blow on it. And you can see that the baby powder will actually stick to the snot. It won't hurt their slime at all, but it'll stick to the snot. And then as you sneeze that out, all of those contaminants go with it. So again, they can try it a couple times with the baby powder. Give it a little puff. Works really well on a windy day because the puff goes through. There we go. Whoop, a little much on that one. You can also have them put a little bit in their hand and blow on it. And you can see it sticks to the snot quite well. They can go ahead and play with it, experiment with it, see how far it oozes and drops. A little less water will make the snot a little bit runnier. A little more water will make the snot a little bit stiffer. They love to play with it. They can try the experiment. They can share with their neighbor. And then at the end, they can put it back in their bag and take it home with them. You can stretch it. It goes back. You can have it flow. See how high up it can go and continue in one big long tube before it gets too heavy and snot out. And that is snot.